Hmm? Ah, not that, Jack. Hey everybody. So, at the time of recording this video, a new episode for The Owl House, the first episode of season 3, came out like a week ago, and I thought that it was my destiny as a Lumity shipper and just overall fan of the show to make a video on it, basically recapping some of the stuff that happened throughout the series up to this point, and also just talking about some cool things that I, saw in this new episode. So, without further ado, let's get to talking about season 3 of The Owl House, episode 1, Thanks to Them. Season 3 of The Owl House picks up right where Season 2 left off, where Luce and her friends end up in the human realm and go to Camila, Luce's mother's house. The group then explains everything that happened up to that point, including everything about the collector, Bellows, and why they ended up in the human realm in the first place. Camila and V help the witches, such as Willow, Amity, and Gus, get adjusted to this new world that they have little to no knowledge about. And we get this little montage or time skip of them just having a nice time in the human realm and getting to know more about it. Luce begins to blame herself for everything that happened throughout the events of the show, such as leaving her mother for the demon realm, helping Bellows discover the collector, teaching him the light glyph, and essentially, in her eyes, causing this whole situation to happen. There were a lot of cute moments that happened in this episode, such as seeing V with her new human design, seeing Gus finally experience the human realm, literally every scene with Amity and Luce, and also seeing Hunter and Willow begin to form the connection that we all wanted. We also see a sense of sort of family growing amongst these characters, with Camila sort of treating all of the witches from the demon realm as her new children, and I thought that was really cute. Also, that scene where Luce told Hunter that he was family, that he was basically one of them now, and he just started bawling his eyes out, really touched my heart. And yeah, there were a lot of cute moments, but there were also a lot of dark moments to go along with that. You probably already guessed it. I'm gonna be talking about Flapjack's death. Honestly, me and a lot of other Owl House fans knew that this was eventually going to happen, but I was shocked with the way that Flapjack actually died. I loved the idea of Flapjack sacrificing himself for Hunter and basically becoming a part of him. It was just so meaningful that, Flapjack's time with Hunter has come to an end, but, Flapjack will always live on, not only in our hearts, but also in a character that was amazingly well written, and I hope stays for a very, very long time. I just think that this whole part of Bellows possessing Hunter was one of, in my opinion, best things to come out of the Owl House so far. It was well animated. I loved the character designs in this episode, and, just seeing how they changed in this amount of time that they've spent in the human realm. All of the fight scenes when trying to get Flapjack, when trying to also save Hunter, while trying to defeat Bellows. It was just all really, really nice to me. And yeah, although at the end of this episode, Bellows did technically get his W, it was just an amazing scene, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. Bellows was a real highlight throughout this episode because we basically saw him become dehumanized. We saw him become the opposite of what he was trying to defend against. He saw witches as monsters. He wanted to basically conform into the ideas of human society during his time, but in the process of trying to defeat what he saw as monsters, he became one himself. This green sludge who just wanted to destroy this whole society, this whole realm. It was really cool seeing Bellows possess all these different things, leaving only a skeleton behind. This would have happened to Hunter if Hunter didn't resist. Something that I've been noticing throughout Bellows' whole character arc, or whatever you'd call it, is there seems to be a lot of imagery with skeletons. His connection to the Titan, leaving only a corpse after possessing something, and also his monster form. Really gets you thinking about what the show is planning. This brings us to the next thing that I'll be talking about in this video, which is theories. This episode kinda revealed a lot to the audience, not in what's going to happen next, but what happened before the events of the series. It told us a lot about the two Wittebane brothers, and also gave us information on the relationship between Caleb, Flapjack, and Evelyn. This episode sorta confirmed and denied a couple of theories that were going on in the community, such as if Bellows was going to still be a main character by the end of the series, and who was going to be our real big bad. It confirmed the death of Flapjack, and it also confirmed that Luce was planning on making a big sacrifice in order to help everyone out and ensure that everyone was safe by the end of the series. This episode also confirmed something that I had been thinking at the start of the series, which was Camila not being a bad mom. If anything, she is more like her daughter Luce than we had anticipated. She is a geek. She likes things that aren't really liked by others, and because she's like this, instead of embracing it like Luce, she has hidden it from other people, and she only wants the best for her daughter. We get this whole dream from the point of view of Camila, where she is actually supporting Luce for all of the weird things that she likes. But because of other people, Camila has now thought that Luce shouldn't be like this, and that she should change the way that she is, when that is untrue. And we see throughout this episode her coming to the terms that you don't have to change who you are for anyone or anything, because it's all up to you. I myself don't really have much theories about the end of the series, but I do support this one theory made by the Roundtable. They talk about how it's very much possible that Bellows, in his green monster form, could possess the corpse of the Titan and bring it back to life. This would support a lot of the things that were shown to the Coven leaders, and it would make complete sense knowing Bellus's whole thing with death and skeletons. Yeah, it just hit a nerve in my brain, and if that does happen, it would be amazing to see. Well, I guess this is the end of this video. I will be making more Owl House content in the future, probably about the 2 other episodes in season 3, but I'm pretty sure I am going to make a Hootie centered episode because I really like his character and because I want to know definitively what Hootie is. If you have not already, please go and check out my Instagram at NotThatJackOfficial. Please go check me out on Wattpad at NotThatStories. And also go subscribe to my second channel, Matt_Amatics. Bye bye!